Welcome back to the Dividend Diplomats YouTube channel, everyone. Got Lanny, Bert, the Dividend Diplomats. We are pumped up, guys. We are going to talk to you about 4 dividend increases that happened last week.
But before we do, gladly hit that subscribe button. Give Bert and I a nice thumbs up. Dividend investing is the name of the game here on this channel. And as Bert said, we've got not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 big dividend increases that happened this past week of August 23rd.
Why are dividend increases so important, Lanny?
Because it's a nice headline, really stands out amongst the investment articles. Or is it because your income grows?
That's exactly why, Lanny. That's exactly what I was hoping you'd say too, because we are one day looking to live off of our passive income stream, and we love dividend investing. So our goal is to buy as many undervalued dividend growth stocks as possible and build a growing, truly passive income stream that increases without you having to even lift a finger.
The only finger you're lifting is pressing that buy button and gladly hitting that like button on this video. Now, Bert, dividend growth investing, this could be and arguably be the best form of passive income.
I think it is.
Like you said.
I'm there. Don't to sell me on it.
Year after year, these companies have continued to increase their dividend, as you'll see within these 4 dividend stocks. And the coolest part about it is a lot of them were unexpected.
Yeah, we always love the surprises too, and it tells you a lot about where their balance sheets are, where their income statements are coming out of the pandemic, even as we get through the second wave, that some of these companies are feeling confident enough to continue increasing their dividend. To me, it says a lot compared to last year, where a lot of companies froze their dividend or cut them, unfortunately.
So Bert, we've got 4 dividend stocks here to showcase. I'm pumped up to talk about it. Let's start with what you want to do with number 1, Bert.
Well, number 1's the feature. It was one of the featured ones in our article in one of our videos at the beginning of the month, where we try to predict all the companies that are going to increase dividends. In fact, I think this was the only company in that video and article, so it's a testament to the statement you just made, Lanny.
Surprises.
Yeah, 3 of the 4 were surprises to us.
Dividend investing surprises. Those are some of the best ones also to get. Not only just the routine ones that you expect, but when a dividend stock comes out of nowhere, and in some cases, their second increase this year, yeah, you fall over your chair. You get back up and you're like, I need to be here because I want to collect that bigger dividend.
Yeah, and why we want to get this one out of the way too. This is actually the lowest dividend increase of the 4 that we're going to talk about today. So hopefully we're going to give you a little cliffhanger for why you want to see the other 3 after this one, so we can get to the big double-digit figures. But let's get to the first one first.
Now, it might be the lowest dividend increase, but it's also got the highest dividend yield. And it's actually a very popular dividend stock that I know a lot of you have in your portfolio.
And it's always in our comment section on our videos too. This is a very highly covered stock.
All right, let's see it. Let's bring out the smoke show.
Altria Group, ticker symbol MO, the domestic US-based tobacco giant that invested in Juul, ran into little issues over the years.
Great investment.
Yeah, with Juul. Talked to a lot of investors about that as their high, big profile item that they're still working through. Laney, you want to cover some of their brands here?
Yeah, some of Altria brands, again, here based in the U.S. They have, essentially your Philip Morris USA, but they have John Middleton. I think they just sold out their wine group.
Yeah, that's right, to clean up their product and focus on their core holdings.
They have some big investments in InBev, Kronos Group, and obviously we've already said it with Juul.
And what was interesting here about Altria Group this year, over the last few years, they've only increased that quarterly dividend by 2 cents per share. And I believe that was Laney's expectation going into the month, because in that video, we like to try and predict what's going to happen with the dividend increases. So we kept running through Laney's like, yeah, it's just going to be another consistent 2 cent increase in their quarterly dividend.
I said, prove me wrong, Altria, and guess what?
They proved you wrong.
They slapped me in the face, they kicked me in the junk, they gave me the stunner, and then they gave me the 2 birds because they doubled up what I was expecting.
Yeah, a nice 4 cent dividend increase. They increased that quarterly dividend from 86 to 90 cents per share. So what is that, a nice 4.65% increase?
Bert, are you going to put a lipper in for that?
No, I am not. I
He is
am
not.
absolutely not.
He is not.
But for Altria shareholders, it had to be a nice surprise there, a nice increase that's in line with recent inflation, but above the historical inflation mark as well. And you couple that with their 7.3% dividend
Ooh.
yield. That is
Ooh.
huge,
High
everybody.
dividend yield.
That is huge.
So for every $100 you invest, the yield at 7.3%, that's $7.30. Since the spinoff with Philip Morris to become two separate companies, Altria has increased their dividend as well every year, Bert.
Like clockwork.
Clockwork.
So, Lanny, you have to do dividend stock number 2. And why do you have to do dividend stock number 2?
Because we were just talking about getting that big old property, having a big piece of land to ride in that John Deere tractor. Kidding. But yes, the company is John Deere, ticker symbol DE. And the greatest part about John Deere's massive dividend increase, which we'll get into here in a second, is that this wasn't their first dividend increase this year, Bert.
It was not. It was their second dividend increase. At the beginning of the year, in the first quarter, they announced an increase from 76 cents per share to 90 cents. So we were just expecting this to hang tight for another year until February came around. February 22, we were expecting the increase. But that is not at all what happened here. They're like, we're going to throw in another huge dividend increase. They increased it from 90 cents to $1.05 right there. That's a huge 16.7% increase for John Deere.
So when you think about it, though, over the grand scheme of it all, they started the year at 76 cents per share per quarter. They're now at $1.05. So again, when you actually look at the whole boat, they've increased their dividend this year by 38%.
It's fantastic. Their stock price has climbed too during the year. They're almost at $400 per share.
Whoa, are they really?
Yeah, they're getting up there. They're at what, 379?
They're at 379. They're up over 40% year to date. In the last 52 weeks, they're up a small 81%.
Yeah, so you would hope that their dividends grow that much. You can see why they increased it twice. Now, the one thing with John Deere is their yield is relatively low. It's a 1.10% dividend yield, but the yield's low. High dividend growth rate, that's the combination we want to see.
It's a great combo. Again, Bert said it the best, what he just said. Low yield, but with that an extremely high dividend growth rate. When you take that factor, you're at a 40% overall dividend compound factor. And again, you're getting both dividend growth plus growth in earnings, growth and appreciation of the stock. This is a phenomenal stock.
It is. I wish I would have invested in it. That's why I told you have to do it, because you invested in John Deere a long time ago.
As soon as you said their stock price is over at 400, I just had to check my portfolio and speechless. We'll put a link below to our portfolio so you can
we put them on our website, so go over, take a look, and you can see just how much Lanny's John Deere investment is worth. We're not going to tell you. It's on our website. Go find it.
John Deere, the second dividend increase here at 16.7% for this round, 38% year to date. All right, Bert, time for you to dive into number 3.
Dick's Sporting Goods, ticker symbol DKS. This is a noteworthy one because they announced so much in this announcement too. It wasn't just a dividend increase. All right, so let's just get right to the numbers here. They increased that quarterly dividend from 36.25 cents to 43.75%, a 20.7% increase.
Wow.
There was something else in there too, Lanny, wasn't there?
Well, sometimes companies have a little cash on the side. Sometimes they want to reward their patient shareholders for getting through with them through the pandemic. So John Deere is also kicking out a special dividend to the tune of $5.50 to all you Dick's Sporting Goods shareholders.
But wait, there's more. What's that? They had a $400 million share buyback program announcement on top of it. So they are announcing the holy grail of return to shareholders here. A huge dividend increase, a special dividend, and a new share buyback program.
Do you own any shares?
I do not. But wait, there actually is one other thing. This was their second dividend increase as well. Another company that announced their second dividend increase for the year.
Now, Bert, do we know what happened with them through the pandemic?
They actually didn't cut their dividend, so that's why I had to do a double take and look at their history, because I would have expected them to cut their dividend, suspend it, drop it to zero, and they're aggressively bringing it back. Dick's Sporting Goods just maintained their dividend during the pandemic. They halted their dividend growth. They still paid the same level, so now they're catching up for it, and it's phenomenal what they just did for shareholders.
Tell you what, sports are back. People still are at home doing workouts, et cetera, et cetera. I've been by the parking lot of Dick's Sporting Goods over by me, and let's just say that parking lot, I'm like, how was there this many cars and this many people out at Dick's Sporting Goods? So congratulations, shareholders, a huge dividend increase, special dividend, share buyback plan, huge.
Let's round third and head home, everybody. We're going to go into the retail sector here. This fourth company.
Still in retail, baby.
Yeah, Williams-Sonoma, ticker symbol WSM. Geez, this is the third company on this list that announced their second dividend increase during the year.
What is going on here?
Great stuff.
Is dividend investing back?
I don't see why it wouldn't be.
Is this when they say, finally, dividend investing is back on the investing world?
I think so. Let's start with this dividend increase. They increased their quarterly dividend from 59 cents to 71 cents per share, a 20.3% increase.
And Bert, where were they to start the year?
They were at 53 cents to start the year. So now they've increased it, what? 53 cents to 59 cents to 71 cents. That's a 34% increase from where you were starting at the beginning of the year.
I'm about to fall out of my chair like Vince McMahon.
Yeah.
Now, that's some impressive numbers for Williams-Sonoma. Again, a pure retail, people that have money to go and buy that great furniture and, hardware within, their homes.
Yep. Their yield, though, like Deere, it's lower. Their dividend yield is 1.54%. I also forgot to mention that Dick's Sporting Goods has a lower dividend yield of 1.3% too. So a lot of these companies that are increasing twice have low yields. But again, low yield, high dividend growth rate, what we like to see here for Williams-Sonoma.
And Williams-Sonoma has returned a nice, generous 79% year to date and a very cool 105% from their last August of 2020. So you're really getting the growth, the dividend. Great company.
Fantastic. So to summarize, everybody, here were the 4 dividend increases. Altria, ticker symbol MO, 4.65%. That's nothing after we went through the other companies. Number 2 was John Deere, ticker symbol DE, with a 16.7% dividend increase.
Their second increase.
Yep. Dick's Sporting Goods, ticker symbol DKS, their second dividend increase for the year was 20.7%. Last, wow. Williams-Sonoma, also their second dividend increase for the year was 20.3%.
So how many companies out of these 4 dividend stocks do you own? Please share it in the comments below. How many do you own?
None. We actually don't own Altria. What about you?
We own one, and that is John Deere, but I do have Altria for my mom's portfolio that I help manage. So indirectly, I always feel like I'm a part of Altria somehow, some way, shape, or form. But it's always nice seeing that help my mom's income grow by a nice 5%.
Couldn't have said it better. So everyone, again, subscribe to our channel if you haven't. Please give this video a thumbs up as we journey towards our next milestone of 20,000 subscribers.
50,000?
100,000?
Jinx? That's right. That was Bert, and this is Lanny from the Dividend Diplomats.
Over and out.